Today my reinforcements wave arrived, and so I'm gonna unbox some figures. This will be more of a free-form video. I've got 4 different ones. I did not order every single one, but I did order extras of different things. And I may talk a little bit about the Krampus figure during this video, but for the most part, this will be an unboxing.
DorkLair!
Welcome to another DorkLair collecting video. So I ran a poll today, and I asked, which figure should I open first from the reinforcements? And really, the Barbarian kind of like blew everyone out of the water. But I do have an order. There was sort of a ranking that came out of that. So I'm going to, with the time I have, we'll see how many I can get through. But I'm going to open the Barbarian first. Then I'm going to open the Black Knight. Then I'll open the Bronze Dwarf. And then I'll open Sir Girard. Sir Girard is probably the least important to do this with because people have seen this same production run figure already. You can watch my review of this figure and you can watch a lot of other people's reviews, but these are new production runs of older figures, and so I think a lot of people are kind of anticipating these. I won't be able to do any kind of difference comparisons for the Black Knight or the Bronze Dwarf because I don't actually have either of those yet. So these are my first 2 openings, but I will be able to pull out a Barbarian so that you can get a look at, you know, maybe there's some shading differences or some tone differences in the paint apps. All right, so first up is that Barbarian. I love the big packaging. It makes it feel so deluxe. It's just packed with many, many items. This is probably a top 3 Mythic Legions figure for me. It's just such an incredible release, and I'm so glad that other people were able to get some. This is my 3rd one, and I was actually going to buy more than a third. Like I had 2. I bought this one, and I was going to buy another one. I was going to buy 2 more until we found out about Sir Girard. Here's the back with that new art by Nate Barch with this castle. And if you want to see what we have in comparison, this was what they revealed in the Cabal. And little did we know, there is a dragon right there. So let me get a little bit of a close-up of that dragon. And I know that the 4 horsemen have been teasing a possible dragon. So maybe that's it. Maybe we'll be getting our dragon soon. Who knows? That will probably be a huge, expensive, big project. Maybe even a Kickstarter or crowdfund type thing if they do a dragon, because I know they want to go big with it. But anyway, yeah, let's get into this Barbarian. There we go. Let's pull this out. So there's our first tray. And then our second tray has a cover over the top, but you can see it's got all the rest of the stuff on there. I'm not going to go through all the items. I'm really just going to pull the figures out. You can kind of like, you know, pause it if you want to see what all is in it. But let me get these twist ties off and we'll pull this Barbarian out of here. All right, let's get this Barbarian out of here. I'm going to just grab another Barbarian from the older release. Now I don't have the 1.0 Barbarian. I have when they reissued it. But let me grab another Barbarian real quick. First of all, here's a comparison of the 2. On the left is the original. Well, on the left is the Barbarian from when they reissued it, when they sort of accidentally reissued it, and on the right is the new one. Definitely not as shiny. It definitely has a little more of a matte finish to the skin, a little bit lighter, not quite as dark, but still has the same kind of shading and the same tones in general, I think. The armor as well seems a little bit lighter to me, and you can kind of see that in the helmet a little bit. Definitely some differences. And let's kind of feel, the legs feel pretty good. It's hard to tell if it's going to be loose or anything right off the bat. Definitely the head feels kind of looser than usual, but yeah, there we have our Barbarian. Let's just give him some antlers here, and then we'll move on to the next figure. So we got one side and the other side there. And then we have our Barbarian. Yeah, so definitely like a little bit lighter, a little bronzier, I guess I would say, but not too far off. And I definitely like the finish on the body. Maybe we can look at the back and see the difference. See how it's not as shiny? Definitely feels a little more, I don't know, premium or something that way. All right, let's put the Barbarian off to the back here. Move the rest of the stuff out of the way, and we'll get to the next figure. All right, next up, let's crack open a Black Knight. And yeah, again, these have the they have that wave-specific stuff on the back here with the castle artwork. And let's get these twist ties out. While I'm untwisting these, let's talk a little bit about the Krampus figure. So the Krampus figure is $65. It is a retailer-only figure. So it's essentially like they're calling it a retailer exclusive, but it's probably the most equivalent to just a standard release that they've ever done, because it's just readily available for pre-order from retailers. It's at the retailer price, though. It's not like at the regular Mythic Legions pre-order price, because the Mythic Legions pre-order price is the direct pre-order, and that figure was $50 when they put it up for sale, and it's $65 now. So, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are upset that it's $65 because it feels high compared to something like this that's $25, or something like Sir Girard that was $37. But it's technically a deluxe, and their deluxe figures are $45, $50 direct, $60, $65 from the retailers. So the price is consistent, even though some people maybe are not quite happy with it. But I ordered a couple. It's a whole bunch of different retailers that you can find to order it. It's the red Krampus. It's very cool. I'm pretty excited for it. Okay, and then next up, we have the Black Knight. This is my first Black Knight, and that is nice. It's not as shiny as I expected. I thought it would be a little shinier, but maybe they kind of changed that up. I've seen in pictures it looked very shiny. It's not matte, but it's also not gloss either. It's kind of in between. It's not like the vampires. I was thinking it would be that same color, that same black as the vampires. But yeah, there we have our Knight. Black Knight. Loving it. I've been wanting this for a long time. Black Knight comes with silver swords. You got both both versions of swords. Comes with the Knight pauldrons, although, yeah, there's my other one. Got the Knight pauldrons here. And then, let's see, let's put this on first here. He's got the red. This is very cool. He's got the red strap. Gives him a little pop of color in there. Get his head on there. Shoulder pauldrons. Just an awesome base for any kind of like customs you might do, or kit bashes and stuff. It's a very, very cool figure. There we go. That's a little warped, but I can straighten that out. And there we go. There's our Knight. And then he's also got the other Knight's head right here. Oh, put that on there. There's the other Knight's head right there. Very cool figure. Very nice. I ordered a bunch of these. I am army building these guys, and I'm gonna do probably a whole bunch of different like part swaps, kit bashes. I might even paint some, like just get some metallic silver and do some dry brushing on this thing. It's gonna look incredible. Dry brushing silver onto black solid paint is awesome. All right, let's get to our next figure here. Next up in the vote was the Bronze Dwarf, which is more of a gunmetal than bronze, but let's crack this one open. So we got the Bronze Dwarf, one of the oldest figures. I mean, it's from the first wave. This is the first time it's been re-released, so it's got shield, axe, a few other items in there, shoulder pauldrons. But yeah, so let's get into this guy. Yeah, it would have been impossible to find this figure before they reissued it, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm just going to do the twist ties off because I can't. All right, there we go. Get the twist ties out of there. It's kind of a pain in the butt with those things, especially when you're opening a lot of figures in a row, like all those twist ties. But yeah, there we go. Here's our Bronze Dwarf. Pull him out of here. Yeah, I love the feel of a dwarf. They have such a sturdy, stiff kind of feel to them. It's great. These antlers are sweet. They're going to probably be in for some really fun kit bashes with other figures. Particularly maybe Magnus even. Like, let's just try it. Hang on a second. All right, never mind. We are not going to try it because I don't have the right head for it right now. Anyway, so, yeah, there's our Bronze Dwarf. Here it is color-wise next to the Black Knight. And what else do I want to compare it to? Here it is next to the Barbarian's armor. Barbarian's brown. This is gray or gunmetal, much more black, maybe graphite, you might want to call that. Let's see, any others I have over here to compare it to? Nothing on hand with a similar color. Like, I don't have a goblin like readily available right now, but that is pretty sweet. I like that dwarf. And then he's got the gold version of this sword. He's got these gold pieces. I'm kind of more excited for these gold pieces, I think, than I am for the dwarf itself. But getting more dwarfs in the collection is great. I do prefer, just personally, with it, what it comes with, I definitely prefer the Cavern Dwarf, which is actually more of a bronze color, ironically. But this one is pretty cool. I'm liking it. Again, really good base for customs and kit bashes. And I already showed the sword, and then he's got an axe, and he's got the other side for the axe. So you can pop this piece out here, and then you can swap that on and have a double axe, just like this. He's got the classic shield with the handle, and then he's got two of the heavier knight type shoulder pauldrons, which I feel like fewer figures come with these, so it's nice to add another set to the collection. And then, last but not least, Sir Girard. So let's take a look. He's the same. So I'm not even going to get the other one because I know that this was the same production run. They just packaged two separate ones. I think it even shipped with those original ones too. I might be mistaken on that, but when the larger order of that original one came in, I think these were with it. But this dude's loaded. This is a full-on standard figure. This is not a $25 Legion builder. This is a $37 standard release. So this thing's got a lot more stuff. It's got more paint applications. It's just a much more complete full-time figure over here. And, you know, the difference between this and the original Sir Girard is the packaging. But, yeah, so he's got his bio on the side. He's got Sons of the Red Star on that side. We got our Sir Girard. So let's compare the Dwarf's armor. Dwarf is darker. The Sir Girard is a little more metallic, a little more silvery. The Dwarf's a little bit darker. I think a cool thing will be to take the Black Knight's armor. Maybe I'll do that real quick before we finish up. But the Black Knight's armor and go for a fully black Sir Girard. That might look pretty cool. But yeah, so Sir Girard, and then just a little recap where you can go watch my video. That's actually a little more polished than this. He's got a lot of the parts from the Red Shield Soldier, the new pauldrons, the new skirt piece, and yes, confirmation here that he does come with the skull head that, oh boy, I can't get that on there right now. I think I gotta heat that thing up. He does come, there we go, is it on? Wow, there we go. Yeah, so he does come with that awesome scapular skull head. So sweet. They kind of, I guess the factory accidentally produced the standard one with it, and you know it was in all the packages. They're not going to go through and remove them all. So there we go. You get the two swords. My preferred look is this helmet, but it is really nice to get this into the collection to do some other part swaps. And then he's got the shield right here. So yeah, I mean, kind of a sloppy, loosey-goosey unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, may the Force be with you.